Hey everybody, happy Monday. Um, this is going to be continued. I need to just assess what happened today, and I want to sort of make it like not really a vent, but sort of like a cleansing. I need to get things out in the open as to why I feel that something happened, and that's fine. It is what it is. The My situation with applying for the store Hobby Lobby. Now, 2 nights ago, let's go back 2 nights ago, which was Saturday night, a friend of mine, personal friend, called me. And, my friends are the type of people, I'm just going to come out and say this and they know who they are. My friends are the type of people that they embark. Misery loves company. You ever hear that? And sometimes when things don't go wrong or things don't go right in their life, they like to take that misery. And if the next person is having happiness, they tend to draw you in to make you not happy either. Okay, that's what they do. Misery loves company. So that's my friend the other night calls me up and says a whole bunch of stuff. I says, listen, I know some of it already. If you're trying to throw gas and make a fire, stop now. I'll talk to you when I feel like talking to you, and I'll talk to you when my situation is over and the outcome is already done. My friend had called me. The reason why she did is because they had a soft opening, Hobby Lobby, from my location. They had the soft opening Friday and Saturday. She went to the one Saturday night. So she politely calls me to tell me this. Oh, you know more, and you know the controversy that's happening with them, right? And then she goes into certain things that are written and that have been told and the experiences. Now, not for nothing. I already knew all this. I did. I didn't come out and say it. I don't like to come out and do that. I kept it on the QT. Now, the reason why all my friends knew that I was going for this is because I posted it on my social media. Which I could post certain things on social media. I don't hear from nobody. With this one came out that I posted that I went for this position, all of a sudden, everybody crawled out from under their rock. Go back under your rock. That's what I want to tell you. And those are for my own personal friends. I have the most rudest, unkind, insensitive people that are in my section. That I always said I need a better class of friends. I really do. And I'm looking right at them. Oh, yeah. Now hear this, Now you watch this video. So let me get into it. The interview thing, the first process that I had went so well, and I explained this to you last week or the week before, which was I felt a sense of confidence. I felt a sense of proudness. I feel that I aced it, really, especially with that friggin' math test. I mean, I'm still talking about that in my head. It was so cool. I wish I had a copy of it, but anyhow, I felt proud of myself doing something, coming out of my shell, doing something that I have not done in a certain amount of years. Okay. This went so well. The HR manager, interviewer, slash interviewer manager, made me feel very confident. Lovely person. I was told that even though because of my age, we do not discriminate here. He told me numerous things that made you feel, it made me feel very good. So what was told to me to do today, that was 2 weeks ago, was to come back on opening day, which is March 11th. That is today. They open today. Go in there. He says you speak to either the floor manager or you speak to the supervisor. You tell them that we had our first sit down meeting. You tell them that you're already on file. Blah blah blah. Everything that this man told me to do, I did. Okay. To no avail, by the way. That was a long story short to it. No avail. When I went in there, and what I did first is that I wanted to assess the store. I wanted to go. I also wanted to check out other employees, which is what I wanted to do. I'm going to give my reviews on this now. I really am. I didn't shoot any video in the store. I shot still shots just of some of the aisles. Okay. This was all before my situation went down. So I wanted to see the interactions between the workers and maybe customers and things like that. 3 instances. 3 instances, I will say. I am at this point going up and down the aisle. I'm looking because they have a lot of stuff. Now, inventory with them is absolutely amazing. They sell everything, garden furniture. They sell outdoor garden furniture. They sell indoor furniture. They sell loads of crafting supplies, which is right up my alley, or it used to be up my alley because I was into crafting a lot. I was also into heavy scrapbooking. I was. So you have the stampers, the dampers, and, the dabbers and all that other stuff. I'm going up and down. There's like 2 or 3 aisles just full of that. Then there's a whole aisle just of paper, scrapbooking paper. It was really nice. So at this point, I'm going up and down one of the aisles, and I see one of the workers. Now, I worked in retail 20-some-odd years ago with the Disney store. You know this. Never would I ever do what these people do. Times have changed. I could see that. I've been out of the workforce a lot of years. I'm being very honest with you. Times have changed for me. How you do it is you want to represent where you are working. You want to give a sense of being proud where you're working. You want to do your job. You were just hired, for God's sakes. So what you do is, obviously, when you see a customer, good morning, welcome to so-and-so, happy day, happy Monday to you. Is there anything I can help you with? My name is so-and-so. If you need anything, just let me know. Okay, this is what we used to do 20-some-odd years ago. When doing all this, I was basically training myself back in my head again. Before this, I was saying, oh, this is going to be great to do again if I can get to do this. I love interacting with people. You guys know that. I think you guys see that, how I am. I'm a fairly friendly person. I'm very talkative. I'm very chatty. But when you're in the workforce, it's different. That was one. Seen me. Never bothered interacting with me. Never bothered to say hello. Never bothered, do I need anything? Can I help you? Not even a smile on their face. That was one. Second person. Basically did the same thing. Dealt with one more person. This is a doozy. I'm going up and down the stamping aisle. I'm coming down. I'm making the turn going down the next aisle. There is a worker that is there, and these are all women, by the way. There is a worker that is there looking at the stamps. I mean, literally looking. I'm taking them down, looking at them, putting them back up. Not playing with organizing inventory or making it look like that you're actually doing a job, but looking at the stamps. Turns to me, looks at me, and continues looking at the stamps on the wall. I'm coming down the aisle. The workers seem to be non-approachable. That's a huge red flag for me. I will use an example, even in Michael's, which happens, this is going to be fun, which happens to be right across the road. They can wave to each other. They're right in view of each other. I find that so funny. Even in Michael's, the inventory may be a little bit low. Okay, maybe they're a little bit slower now. I do see a decline with Michael's lately. I do. I was in there 2 weeks ago to buy that cup. I did see the decline. But at least somebody approached me and says, do you need help? Is there something that you would like? Okay, let me plug this phone in because I'm going to lose this power. Okay, so sorry for that. Anyway, going on. That was a red flag for me. God forbid if I need help. Why am I going to go with you? I said, excuse me, can you help me? You should be asking me if I need help. So going on with that, they do have a large selection of everything. Right now, of course, they have a large selection. The store is huge. The store is bright. It's open. It's airy. There is a load of aisles. They do have great inventory. Okay. But it went downhill for me with the workers. All right, fine. There's just a certain ethic that you need to maintain when you're in the workforce, especially in the retail. Absolutely. And I've learned that 20 some odd years ago. I was very proud to see if I could repeat that again, but obviously I can't. So now, getting to somebody that looked kind of important to me, I did have to, in fact, approach them, which was a gentleman. He had a iPad with him, and he looked important. I said, "Excuse me," I says, "I'd like to ask a question." I mean, usually you would say, "I'm coming toward you." You could say, "Oh, yes, ma'am. Can I help you?" You should have stopped me first, but you waited for me to do it. God help me. I says, blah, blah, blah. I am here today. I said it was recommended that I come to speak to somebody, possibly the manager or the supervisor. I was told to come here from HR, so-and-so gentleman name. I gave him the name. This absolutely, I'll be honest with you, meant totally nothing. He says, "Oh, there's a woman over there." He says, "She's by the front door." He says, you could probably speak to her. You could probably speak to her. I catch everything, folks. You could probably speak to her. I said, "Yeah, I guess I should. I should. Have a nice day." And I walked away. So now he sent me to her. I go to her, which happened to have been the store greeter. Again, store greeters. "Hello, good morning. Welcome to so-and-so. Welcome today. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for stopping in. If there's anything, we have workers on the floor to be grateful to help you. Just ask them for their help, or they can approach." You're supposed to do this. At least that's what I would do. I was a greeter also at the Disney store. "Good morning. Welcome to the Disney store today. How is everybody?" I was more of a professional. Okay, this was 20 some odd years ago. So my mind was going back to that. I was in training with myself again, and I was very proud to hopefully do that again. I know I already said that. So now I speak to the woman who's standing there, never greeting anybody, just standing there. I said, "Excuse me." I said, "I was sent over there by that gentleman over there." I went into the story again. This is now twice. I explained it to him. I now explained it to her. Oh, I don't know. She says, okay, wait a minute. She goes, "So now there's another woman passing." This is good. Another woman passing. She says, well, she said so and so and so and so. First of all, you're pushing it over on me now. You kind of kept yourself out of it. Now it seems like it was my fault. You should have said, "Oh, maybe you needed help with something. Excuse me, I just wanted to ask this customer right here would like some help," and blah, blah, blah. The whole communication just sucked. Now, I know what you're going to say. Probably it's it's their first day. They just opened. Yeah, okay. But you know what? Training is everything, which I was also told by the HR manager. The training is excellent. Everybody will be trained accordingly, blah, 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 in different fields of the store. Everybody will have an equal amount of opportunity of training. This is what was said. And that was 2 weeks ago. I got a lot of issues with this right now. So I now repeat the story for the third time. I know her name. Her name was on the tag. I believe she was the floor management supervisor. I don't know. I think they make these names up as they go along. It's the assistant to the assistant to the assistant. You ever hear of that joke? Okay. How many managers does it take to screw a light bulb in? One of those. So anyhow, I now repeat the story for the third time. Getting absolutely nowhere. Told the HR manager's name. I was recommended to come, which now I'm going to let you in. I felt that this was more of a personal recommendation. And here's why I say this. Why would you tell somebody in detail during your first sit-down interview, in detail, of how to go in, what to go in, how to go in, and what to say? Ask for the so-and-so and so-and-so. Tell them that so-and-so and so-and-so said that you were already on file. That's just so-and-so and so-and-so. Why would anybody suggest that anybody do this? I did, and getting nowhere. Now I'm going to give you my reason as to probably why this happened. Number one, maybe people feel jeopardized because it's, first of all, now it's their first day of working. I'm just winging this. And number two, maybe they didn't want to know that you would most likely have come recommended, because I felt that this was more of a personal recommendation. Why would you tell somebody to do this if you seem to be personally recommending them? It wasn't coming out and being said, but this is what I got the impression of. You seen how well I did. I conducted myself wonderful. I am very professional when I am on the outside of the world. I really am. I do have many traits about myself. I do conduct myself in different ways in different situations. So this today was more of the professional situation. The first sit down was more of the professional situation. Today, getting nowhere. Oh no, she says, no, we already have everybody that we need. She says, but you know what? She says, maybe like within the first few weeks, people tend to not be comfortable with the job, or maybe they just feel that the job isn't for them. And then what it is that HR goes back into the system and sees for next people if whoever's right for the job back then. I just felt that by me personally mentioning this person's name and telling what they told me that I should do, I don't know if it was like a threat or they just didn't want to hear that. Or maybe they thought that I came in off the street and do it. Why would I know people's names? Why would I tell you that I'm on file? So-and-so, the HR manager, so I was here 2 weeks ago. We had a first sit down. Why would I say all that? So there's numerous red flags with this. I am very pissed off. There is a certain amount of things that I'm already thinking of doing. I have a little, maybe one or two things that are up my short sleeve that I may be able to attempt. Phone numbers were still saved. Maybe I should contact certain people and say, hey, listen, this is how I was, treated. I was told to do this and I did this, and, it is what it is. If this is the company, it's kind of lagging. That's not my good first experience, let me tell you something. So that's all I'm going to say. This is all I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this here. Why would somebody tell you to do something in detail and actually go on opening day? I didn't see anybody else that's standing there saying that, oh, we're here for opening day. We were told to do this. I was the only one to do this. So, anyhow, have you guys ever had an experience like this? Trying for something, it just didn't seem. Now I think back, now I'm going to say I do know of the situations, the issues with the company. I do know, I hear things of the controversies. I have done my little research. I have read certain things. I do know about it, but to take it into consideration, I had that in the back of my mind. But you know what? Why do you think people think the way they do? It's because probably of these situations that happen. So now, I can think of certain situations. I can think of now the certain controversies, Anyway. All right. I'm just going to leave this here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'd like to put this to bed and just move on, but I needed to get this out. I needed to vent and tell you my reasons why, but I also wanted to tell you about the store and who they got working for them already. Maybe, I know it's the first day, but hopefully they'll be a little bit more peppy, because like the first day is supposed to be like the first impression. You're really supposed to put yourself, be proud of what you're doing. And I'll be honest with you, that's not what I've seen as a customer going in there for the first time. So, all right. Love to all. Happy Monday. I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.